just share my screen. And for the well control, I think mag-stick po muna tayo dun sa first part since yun din po yung inabot po namin sa O3. Kasi actually kayo lang po ng O3 yung kumbaga merong makeup class for this week. So kayo yung advance. So uh, let's just settle muna doon po sa first part ng ating well control. So let me just share my screen. Pa-heart po if visible na po yung ating screen. Yan. Thank you. So technically for well control, so alam naman po natin that pressure is everywhere and pressure is very fundamental or it is a vital aspect or parameter that is being considered in our industry and specifically the oil and gas industry. And sabi diyan, without it, so without it means that we are outside the space and the time. So, uh, in connection with our topic, which is yung ating well control, dyan na po pumapasok yung concepts nitong dalawa, which is yung kick and blowout. So, by definition, yung ating pong tinatawag na kick is yung pong intrusion of our reservoir fluids from the formation or from the reservoir into our wellbore. So, yun po yung intrusion that is somehow manageable and controllable. So, somehow, itong ating pong kick, yung concept po ng kick is intertwined or connected doon po sa blowout. So, di ba, we have discussed already yung difference or yung major difference ng kick and blowout last time that when we discuss yung syllabus po natin. Ano nga po ang difference between kick and blowout? Anyone? Can someone repeat what we have discussed last time about these two concepts? Go ahead, Ethan.
Yung kick po sir ay pwede po siya makontrol or nagbibigay po siya ng warning while yung blowout po ay hindi po siya control po.
Okay. So kung we define this kick as as something that yung concept niya is the intrusion of the fluids to from our reservoir to the borehole or to the wellbore. So somehow siya po is controllable. And on the other hand, yung blowout naman po is siya na po yung once this kick is not controlled or not managed properly. So technically, blowout is possible. And here there's a photo here. So later, let's talk about the blowout. So for now, yung kick daw po is yung concept po niya is based from this statement. So all things contains opposing pressure inside and outside. So in order to have equilibrium and stability, both of this pressure must be equal in magnitude. So technically kailangan ng doon po sa concept ng pressure. So from high pressure to low pressure, so nagkakaroon ng movement. So this movement will result to this yung tinatawag po nating equilibrium and stability. And if kaya sinasabi ko, if one of those pressure is greater than the other, something will give in and start a beautiful and visible action. So yun yung tinatawag ng movement. And for this case, sa case po ng oil and gas industry is yung kick, that could be disastrous or expected. So it can be detrimental kung hindi po siya makontrol or hindi po siya ma-manage. So it will result to blow up. And kick in terms of drilling hydraulics is denoted as delta P or the differential in pressure. So this pressure na involved dito po sa delta P ay yun pong ating formation pressure and the bottom hole flowing pressure. And this is the notion of kick, yung ating tinatawag na delta P. So next, for our next slide. So we have here a photo for the blowout and some definitions for the kick. So for the blowout, as you can see here, yan po yung common type ng ating tinatawag na blowout. And this blowout is yung visible po siya sa ating surface, meaning this is yun po yung tinatawag natin common blowout na I think you're very much familiar already. And this blowout can be it's not only limited to this type of blowout, but it is also it can meron pa isang type which is yung tinatawag nating underground blowout, at which it is more disastrous, more detrimental compared to this one, since that kind of blowout is unseen, so hindi po siya nakikita, and it can break, or it can basta sinisira niya po yung formation or yung ating pong reserva. So, which means na halimbawa, yung blowout is nangyari, yung accumulation of pressure is nangyari malapit doon sa trap. So, technically, after na magkaroon ng blowout, yung trap po is masisira, or yung integrity po ng ating trapping mechanism won't be enough to hold the hydrocarbon. So, technically, it could result to the seepage, or yung pag-spill po ng ating hydrocarbon doon sa adjacent environment, not particularly doon lang sa reservoir, or sa location ng reservoir. Okay, so we have here the definition, or the occurrence, or the reason why a cake could occur. So the pressure inside the wellbore is lower than the formation pore pressure in a permeable formation. So technically, it is mathematically denoted as PW, or the wellbore pressure must be less than the formation pressure of P sub F. Then connected to this one, yung ating po tinatawag na kailangan syempre, in order to mitigate or to restrict these happenings or these scenarios, so meron po tayong tinatawag na well control and blowout prevention. Kaya po tayo may gamit na yung device po natin, which is yung BOP, yung blowout preventer. So without this, yung ating well control and blowout prevention, so it could lead to higher drilling costs. Syempre, gagastos po yung ating company, or yung mga, di ba, multi-company siya. So, kumbaga magkakaroon ka ng credit, kasi lahat kayo is gagastos, or yung specific company lang po na yun ang gagastos if, halimbawa, ay sila po yung may kasalanan kung bakit nagkaroon ng, or kung bakit nagkaroon ng negligence. So next is yung waste of natural resources. So yung natural resources na tinutukoy dito is yung ating hydrocarbon accumulation that is supposed to be produced. However, due to negligence, so yung well control, without this proper well control and blowout prevention, yun, nagkaroon ng blowout, underground blowout. So technically, yun pong ating hydrocarbon will escape. So, siya po is under this waste of natural resources. And also, it can also lead to possible loss of human life, since it would create explosion. Then this explosion would create this sonic boom, which can be detrimental not only to the equipments present on the location or on the rig, but also to the lives or the livestock that are within the range. So this well control means these are methods used to minimize the potential for the well to flow or kick, and maintain control of the well in the event of flow or kick. Kaya di ba ang gusto natin mag-flow po yung reservoir fluids doon sa ating wellbore. However, yung tinutukoy po dito is to prevent or minimize yung potential daw po ng flow during the drilling operation. Kasi during the drilling operations, hindi pa po natin intention na makapag-produce ng well or makapag-flow yung ating reservoir fluids from the reservoir. Kasi ang goal po natin dito is makapag-drill muna and to complete the well or matapos po yung well completion stage. And this well control applies to drilling. So siya po is applicable to drilling, but it is not only limited to drilling. So meron din po during the well completion, during the well workover, yung tinatawag pong well workover is, di ba, halimbawa, nasa production phase na. And this, some of the equipments experience wearing or yung halimbawa nagkakaroon ng corrosion or nagkakaroon ng fatigue or stress fatigue doon sa ating mga equipment. So, doon po tinatawag na doon po papasok yung tinatawag na well workover or yung pagre-repair ng ating equipments during our production phase. Then we also have the abandonment and well servicing. So these concepts are after the production phase already. And it includes measures, practices, procedures, and equipment such as fluid flow monitoring to ensure safe and environmentally protective drilling, completion, abandonment, and well workover operations, as well as the installation, repair, and maintenance and operations of the surface and subsea well control equipment. So this subsea well control equipment is very much applicable doon po sa ating offshore drilling setup. Then, affirmation fluid influx, which is the other terminology for a kick. So this may result from one of the following reasons. So ito daw po yung mga possible reasons kung bakit po tayo nagkakaroon ng kick. So first is meron daw pong abnormally high formation pressure. So ibig sabihin yung this scenario could happen if yung atin pong ma-encounter na reservoir or yung atin pong prospect is highly pressurized, meaning halimbawa this is very realistic when it comes that yung pong ating formation is a gas well, I mean it's a gas reservoir. So technically these gas are pressurized. So compared dun po sa ating mga oil reservoir, so high pressured po yung ating mga gas reservoirs. Also, it is applicable doon po sa ating tinatawag na mga HP, HT or the high pressure, high temperature wells. Okay, so this first statement supports yung pong mga example na sinabi ko. And also, we also have here the lost circulation. And for lost circulation, its term is yung concept po ng lost circulation is the escape or the loss of our drilling fluid during the drilling operation. So saan po siya napupunta? Kung bakit siya nawawala? Nagpupunta po siya doon sa ating reservoir or the formation. And also, yung one of the reason din is yung mud weight po natin or the drilling fluid density or yung density ng ating drilling fluid is masyadong mababa. So kapag kasi masyado pong mababa yung ating drilling fluid, ang gawin ko pala ay hindi dito sa Adobe para ako makakapag sila. Yan guys. Pa-heart track na lang if visible. Okay, thank you. Huwag natin doon sa slide mo. So, kapag po kasi masyadong mababa yung ating density or the mud weight, so technically yung mud weight po natin is the density of our mud. So, syempre, diga po ang formula for pressure if you could remember doon po sa ating fluid mechanics, yung formula for pressure is P is equal to the rho or our density, then multiply to G or the gravity times H. So yung pressure po natin is determined by this value. And alam po natin itong G or gravity or acceleration due to gravity is constant. And this H is given kung siya ay for the case of our reservoir, so siya po is yung thickness or yung height, reservoir thickness. Then, yung density is pagtaas po kasi, ibig sabihin, based from this mathematical equation, the pressure and the density is directly proportional. Directly proportional po siya. Ibig sabihin, it only means that once the density is high, Ibig sabihin, yung ating pong resulting pressure would be high given that G and H are constant, or the gravity and height are constants. Ano? So, ibig sabihin, kung mababa po yung ating mud weight or the density ng ating drilling fluid, mababa yung i-exert po niyang hydrostatic pressure. Ano? So, ano nga po ang hydrostatic pressure? It is the pressure that is exerted by this column of mud fluids, at which it is at yung condition po niya is at rest. So, ibig sabihin, kung mababa yung ating mud weight, so ating hydrostatic pressure is mababa, at which hindi po siya favorable. Kasi kapag mababa po yung ating hydrostatic pressure, ang tendency po niya is yung difference niya doon sa ating formation pressure is lalaki. So mas mataas yung ating formation pressure. And this, kung matatandaan nyo kanina, kapag mas mataas ang formation pressure, this may lead to kick. Okay. Nagets po. Next, we have here the swabbing in during the tripping operation. So ito pong concept ng swabbing in is as alam niyo po yung concept ng syringe. Di ba po yung syringe kapag siya ay hinila pa. So yung swabbing in po kasi, it is happening. It is happening after yung pong ating pagpo-pull out of the hole ng ating drill string is nagawa po natin ng mabilis or fast. So fast as the normal. Faster than the normal or the standard speed of pulling out of the hole. So technically, it will create this vacuum effect, na yung vacuum effect kung yun is yung concept which is behind din po doon sa syringe. Diga po pag yung syringe ay inila natin pa yung ba may tubig, yung tubig nahihila din. So yun po yung tinatawag na vacuum effect. And this may lead to our reservoir fluids being produced or being transported from the reservoir papunta dun sa ating borehole and pupunta po siya sa surface. So yun yung tinatawag na swabbing effect. And this swabbing effect is yung kabaliktaran niya po naman is yung snubbing. Snubbing ba yun? I-verify natin. Surging pala. Surging. The swabbing and surging, so siya ay yung parang opposite po silang concepts. So kung swabbing is during the pull out of the hole operations, so yun naman daw pong surging is during the running in the hole. So yung running in the hole, yung pagpapasok po ng drill string papasok doon sa ating So ang case naman po kapag surging is mabilis naman po yung pagkakapasok ng ating drill string. Okay. So next we have not filling up the hole while pulling out the drill string. So technically, syempre kung yan ay during the pulling out of the drill string, so yung tendency po niya is magka-swabbing. So this swabbing is maiwasan po siya kapag pinil po natin yung hole habang siya ay kumbaga habang inaano natin, hinihila natin pababa kasi na-fill niya yung naiiwan na spaces or space doon sa ating borehole. So hindi na po, ang tendency ng ating reservoir fluid is magstay na lang kasi meron nang naka-fill doon sa slot doon sa loob ng ating borehole. Okay. Then we also have the recirculating gas or oil cat mud. So this one later, I think there's a more, kumbaga mas maganda explanation for the last one kasi siya ay mababanggit dito. Next. So we have yung tinatawag po nating primary and secondary control. So for the, doon muna tayo sa secondary kasi yung secondary po kasi is yung alam po natin lahat, which is yung BOP or the blowout preventer. So siya po is classified as secondary control lang. And yung primary control po is nakabase doon sa overbalance pressure. Kapag po kasi overbalance, pag sinabing overbalance pressure, ibig sabihin, kailangan po yung ating hydrostatic pressure na ine-exert ng ating draining fluid sa wellbore ay mas malaki or mas mataas po yung value niya compared po doon sa ating formation pressure. So, ang kabaliktaran niya naman, kapag ang mas mataas po ay yung ating formation pressure, ang kabaliktaran niya po ay underbalance. And this underbalance drilling, specifically, is a kind of drilling which is ginagamit din po siya sa industry. And I think hindi naman po siya kasama dito sa ating Pero you can read more on sa underbalanced drilling. But yung concept po niya is that kapag underbalanced drilling ay mas mataas po yung atin pong formation pressure kaysa doon sa ating tawag dito, ating borehole pressure. So next, so these are the surface equipments that are kumbaga associated with yung ating pong secondary control. So for the secondary control, yan, ito po yung BOP po natin. So ito po ay from here to here. Yan. Then ito ay para nagse-serve siya as the Christmas tree kasi more of the valves and spools po siya. I mean valves, spools and mga lines. So yung may tinatawag po tayong choke line and the kill line. So for this kill lines and choke lines, siya po ay may kanya-kanya po silang definition. And for the kill line, yung kill line po is pareho po silang high pressure line or high pressure pipe, pero yung atin pong kill line is yung kanyang direction is from the BOP stack papunta doon sa ating mga rig pumps. Tapos on the other hand naman po, isa? Yung atin pong flow line is siya po ay yung flow line, hindi pala yung flow line yung isa, yung choke line. But before tayo pumunta sa choke line, yung flow line po is yung mismo nagke-carry ng ating yung ating oil, yung combination ng oil, water, and gas, which is yung petroleum, that connects yung ating wellhead papunta dun sa manifolds, papunta sa mga production facilities. And technically speaking, ito po kasing part na to, dito man tayo. Dito sa part na to, itong choke, this one is leading papunta dun sa ating mga tinatawag na hydrocyclones. Na-discuss na po yan sa inyong production engineering. Kasi ito kasi ay more of production facilities, and production facilities is under production engineering too. So I think you're expected to learn about this mga equipments po natin. And itong choke line, particular choke na ito ay leading, yung way po niya is leading to these different hydrocyclones. Meron tayong tinatawag dito, ang given dito ay yung degasser. Ibig sabihin siya po is a hydrocyclone that removes the gas doon, or yung gas content doon sa ating petroleum. Lalo na kung halimbawa yung majority po kasi ng yung majority ng composition ng ating oil is oil, ng ating petroleum is oil. So technically ang ating pong goal doon, ang ating target is yung oil lang mismo. So yun, dito po papasok yung degasser. So this degasser will remove the gas contents. Mapa po siya ay mapa H2S, in form of H2S, in form of this hydrocarbon. And also, not only limit to hydrocarbon gases, but also to non-hydrocarbon gases. And meron pa tayong tinatawag na desilter, desander, and yung centrifuge. So yun naman ay madidiscuss nyo po sa production engineering. And for the case naman po ng ating choke line, so this choke line daw po is papunta din siya sa ating from our outlet papunta sa BOP, then BOP stack, then papunta doon sa back pressure choke, and yung sa ating mga manifolds na included. So yung gamit po kasi nitong mga nitong choke and kill lines, so siya po is kumbaga more of reducing the fluid pressure at atmospheric pressure, since yung atin pong reservoir fluids is galing doon sa reservoir condition, at which yung reservoir condition is very different to the atmospheric condition or to the surface condition. Kaya po may tinatawag tayong BO and BG, yung oil formation volume factor and gas formation volume factor, kasi magkaibang condition sa loob ng reservoir at sa surface or sa atmospheric condition. Nagets po yun? So next, we have, nagets yun? Pa-react nga po if gets yung discussion dito. halo-halo, naging front end, tapos meron pang petrophysics. Pero connected naman po siya dito sa ating topic. Next, we have the four sign warnings of, or warning signs of kick. So we have drilling brake, decrease in pump pressure, and increase in pit level, and gas cut mat. So ito naman ay di-discuss isa-isa. So for the drilling brake, so yung drilling brake po na tinatawag is the increase or sudden increase po ng ating drilling rate or the penetration rate or yung tinatawag nating ROP o rate of penetration. So biglang nag-increase yung ating rate of penetration. So ano daw yung dahilan kung bakit siya nag-increase? So it may be due to the decrease in difference between the borehole pressure and the formation pressure. So nabawasan yung difference doon sa borehole and formation pressure, and also meron kapag actually meron pa din mas maganda pag ito mo yan. So dito muna. Ang isa din pong reason is that merong scenario na nakaka-encounter po tayo ng soft formation. So technically, soft formation and permeable zone or permeable formation. So technically, during that time na ma-encounter po natin yung mga formation na ganun. So, syempre, mas bibilis po yung ano niya. Lalo lang halimbawa kung design po siya for medium formation or medium in terms of hardness, ha. Halimbawa, design po siya doon sa medyo hindi siya matigas pero hindi din malambot na formation. So technically, once it encounter this soft formation, so mas mabibilis po yung ROP niya or expected na bibilis yung ROP niya. Okay? So also, from our ibalik natin dito. So when a drilling brake is observed, the pump must be stopped and the well must be watched and monitored for flow at the mud line. And if the well does not flow, it probably means that the overbalance is not lost and simply that a soft formation has been encountered. So more of soft formation lang yung na-encounter kung siya ay hindi tumigil. Kasi kung saka lang naman yung titigil kapag nagkaroon na, pag nawala na yung overbalance or nagkaroon na ng equilibrium. Siyempre at equilibrium, so at rest na po yung ating mga molecules ng ating hydrocarbons and the reservoir fluids, not only the hydrocarbons. So next is the decrease in pump pressure. For the decrease in pump pressure, so it happens when less dense formation fluids or yung less dense formation fluids, specifically yung mga gas, enters the borehole and the hydrostatic head in the annulus decrease. Siyempre, this is somehow connected doon sa number 4, yung gas cut mud. Kasi yung less dense formation fluid is pertaining po siya doon sa ating gas, and this gas might be in cut with our oil. So siya po is kumbaga humahalo dun sa ating oil, and this will lead to a decrease or mababawasan po yung ating density ng ating drilling fluid or the drilling mud, at which this decrease in the density will result to decrease in the hydrostatic head, since this hydrostatic head is the hydrostatic pressure na tinatawag po natin. Nagets yan. And although reduction in pump pressure may be caused by several factors, so drilling personnel should consider a formation fluid influx into the wellbore as one possible cause, and the pumps should be stopped and return flow mud line must be watched or monitored carefully. Then yan, ito yung sinasabi. Yung raw GH. Kasi yung kanina ko pang sinasabi, yung formula ng pressure is equal to rho GH or the density times gravity times head. Next, you have here the increased input level. So for this one, I think this is very much applicable kapag po yung ating kick. Di ba sabi ko na sa inyo, or if hindi ko pa nasabi, pero meron po tayong part ng computation. Kasabi nga po kay Jeric na baka wala pa siya sa kasi kailangan pa ng permit para siya ay makapasok sa nito. Pa-inform si Jeric Chavez Baka wala po siya sa Google Classroom. Kaya hindi siya makapasok. Okay. Going back. So, yung increase in peak level, di ka po, may sinabi po ako sa inyo na meron po tayong calculation at which yung calculation will determine kung ano po yung nakuha nating value, and yung value po natin is i-determine po niya kung ano po yung possible na phase ng ating kit, kung siya daw po is gas or kung siya daw po ay liquid. So, in this case, yung increase in peak level, so technically this one is yung cake po natin would be classified as liquid. Bakit? Kasi, syempre, kapag may nag-intrude, halimbawa, ito yung ating, ito yung formation pressure. Nandito tayo sa increase in pit level, pero ito lang yung drawing. Diba? Ito yung ating annulus. And yung annulus po natin is filled with drilling fluid na hanggang dito. Diba? Hanggang dito. Then, during the kick operation, during the kick scenario, na nangyari yung kick, pumasok ng ating drilling fluid from the reservoir. So technically, kung siya ay liquid, ibig sabihin tataas yan. Di ba? Tataas yung kanyang pit level or yung level ng kanyang so ito na yung height or second height natin during the intrusion of our drilling fluid. So technically, kung liquid siya, tataas yan na hanggang ganyan. Pero kung gas siya, ang tendency ng gas, since less dense po siya compared doon sa ating draining fluid, ang tendency niya is mag-escape or magkaroon ng bubbles, and escape po siya dito. So wala pa ring mababago dun sa pit fluid unless meron some parts na liquid. Nagets yun? Nagets po yun? Guys? Okay. So good. Next. For the gas cut mud, I have already discussed this earlier, yung kapag humalo yung ating gas doon sa ating mud. So technically, yun yung tinatawag na gas cut mud. Kasi ang meaning po kasi ng cut is yung percentage. Or ibig sabihin, merong malaking percentage ng ating mud is gas. So it will result to the reduction in mud weight. Same lang din yung concept niya doon sa kanina. So ito yung nabanggit din kanina doon sa remedy during that scenario. So next, wait, pero ba kayo? Diretso natin. Next po, na may questions so far? Guys? Gusto nyo pa or next meeting? So, kasi nabala ko kayo makeup class. Sabi niya pag ganito nga hard rock pag gusto pa. Pag ayaw, pag next meeting na lang yan. Eto. Palakpak. Yun. Halata ang mga guys, diretso tayo or next meeting? Biglang heart Biglang napa-heart. Yung iba, napalakpak kanina. Kasi ang O3 ay nandito din eh. Hindi ko tumingin. Yan, hanggang dito lang sa part niya. Nakapagod Sabado kasi. Hello guys. Diretso ay kada mag-heart. Baka mamaya sabi sa confession na ako. Tiyatama. Okay. So, yun, continue po natin as per public demand. Okay, for the at this point, syempre during the occurrence or yung scenario po na nasa na yung mga may ingay pag face-to-face, mga hindi nag-react, mga tulog tulog ang mga maiingi pag face to face. Okay, yan. Biglang nag-react lahat. If the kick, during, syempre, kapag nagkaroon po ng kick scenario or kick, kapag nag-occur yung ating kick, so, ang tendency po niya is to close the well or to kill the well. So if the kick is gained, so while tripping, the only warning sign we have is to increase in fluid volume or yung pit gain, yung tinatawag, ito yung increase. Pero itong iba, warning sign po kasi yan. So, once it is determined that yung pressure overbalance daw po natin is nawala, ibig sabihin, ang nangyayari is mas tumataas po or slightly tumataas yung ating formation pressure compared doon sa ating borehole pressure. So, technically, nawawala yung overbalance. So, kapag nangyari yon, the well must be closed as quickly as possible. So, the sequence of operation in closing the well is as follows. Ito po ba ay nasa inyong manual? Alam ko lang sa manual niyo to. Di basahin niyo. And ito yung 9 steps in closing the well. So, first is i-shut off yung ating mud pumps. Then, i-release yung ating Kelly or yung ating top drive. Na-discuss ko ng chapter 2, diga? So, familiar na kayo sa Kelly. Chapter 3 pala. Familiar na kayo sa Kelly? Okay. So, yung Kelly is yung top drive above the BOP stack. Then, ang sunod is bubuksan yung ating choke line. Then, i-close or sasaran yung ating spherical preventer or yung tinatawag nating annular preventer which is a component of the BOP. Then, after nito, binuksan natin yung choke line. After, sasaran naman yung choke line. Then, i-record po yung increase doon sa pit level. So, ibig sabihin, yung increase in pit level, yun daw po yung volume ng ating kick. So, next time, on our face-to-face meeting, we'll be discussing yun pong computation for such and record the stabilized pressure on the drill pipe and the annulus pressure gauge. Then, before you proceed to the killing procedure, you will notify first the company personnel that you are going to execute the killing procedure or the killing of the well. Ang killing of the well po ay hindi papatayin ang well ha. As in, i-close lang. Literal yung pinatay ang well. So, i-close lang po siya during the kick operation. Hindi po siya totally i-abandon. I-close lang temporarily. Next. So, ito ay another kapag naman daw po yung ating kick is nangyari during the tripping operation, ito yung ating susundin. Somehow same lang po siya. Pero mas specific po yung sinasarahan, yung Kelly-Cock po natin, na-discuss natin yung Kelly-Cock, yung safety valve. So yung Kelly-Cock, yung ating Kelly has two valves, yung nasa top and nasa bottom. Yung nasa bottom, yun daw po yung tinatawag na Kelly-Cock. And yung next po is, after safely ma-close yung ating Kelly-Cock, is install daw po natin yung pick up and install the Kelly or the top drive. And bubuksan ulit natin yung ating sinarahan kanina. Then buksan natin ang choke line. Then sasarahan ang annular or the spherical preventer. Then i-record po natin yung pit gain along with the shut-in drill pipe pressure and the shut-in casing pressure. Ano ang pinagkaiba ng shut-in drill pipe pressure at shut-in casing pressure? So yung shut-in drill pipe pressure, di ba? Halimbawa, ito yung ating casing. Itong orange, yung casing natin. Halimbawa lang. Tapos ito yung ating drill pipe, yung blue. Nakikita po. Kasi diyan sa, may picture ganito diyan sa manual. Pero alam ko black and white. Tama. Tama ka. May picture ganito. Yung sa decrease in pump pressure na part. Guys. Correct nga if meron o wala ka kay dito sa decrease. Wait lang, tingnan ko nga. Mga repag na rin nakita ko. So, may nakakita siya. Page, ang mga ari ata wala sa manual. Nasa manual yan ha. Wala palang picture. Hello, di ko pa rin nilagay itong picture na ito. Drawing nyo na lang. Ba't ka napalakpak? I-drawing nyo ito. Wala. Sorry naman. Wala siya sa picture. Wala siya sa manual. Page 43 siya. Pero page 43 siya. So, yun. Yung pinakaiba ng shut-in casing pressure and shut-in drill pipe pressure is that shut-in drill pipe pressure is yung pressure na nafi-fill nitong ating blue part. Itong blue part, ito yung drill pipe natin. So yun yung during the shut-in operation or naka-shut down or naka-close yung ating well. So yung pressure niya is nag-accumulate po siya. And yung shut-in drill pipe pressure, yun po yung pressure na nararamdaman dito sa ating drill pipe. Tapos yung ating shut-in casing pressure, yan naman ay yung nararamdaman dito sa ating casing. Itong orange casing siya. Diga, ito yung formation. And hindi naman siya diretsyong formation from the annulus. Meron tayong casing na nilalagay, diga. Ano yung apat na casing? Ano yung apat na casing? Itanda. Guys, ano yung apat na casing? Ano yung apat na casing? CSIP. Georgian Mall. Ano yung apat?
Ay, surface casing ka nga po yun.
Apat. Isa yung surface casing. Ano yung
Tapos, conductor casing. Tapos, tama ka nga po.
Ano yung dalawa pa? I at C.
Intermediate casing at saka production casing po.
Okay, so yun yung apat na casing po natin. Conductor, surface, intermediate, and the production casing. So going back dito sa ating discussion, yan. So yun yung pinakaiba ng shut-in at shut-in drill pipe pressure at shut-in casing pressure. So next, before you proceed to the killing procedure, i-notify po ulit natin yung ating company personnel. Then prepare yung ating kill procedure or the killing operation. So ito po yung sample ng ating kick sheet na pinipilapan po ng ating mga drilling engineer during the occurrence of this kick. So meron siyang parang well control measures, safety measures during the kick. Kasi expected po lagi na magkakaroon ng kick. Hindi po common siya nangyayari. So next, ito yung sample. I think meron din naman siya dyan. Tanda ko meron na. Then for this one, upon shutting in the well, so the pressure builds up about, na-discuss ko. So yung rate in build up and time required for stabilization depend upon the formation fluid type. So nakadepende po yung sa ating formation fluid type. So, ano nga po yung formation fluid types? Yung 5. Ang isa ay black oil. Ano yung 4 na tira? Black oil. Ano pa nga yung 3? Hindi pa rin nalalabas sa internet. Pero yun ay black oil, condensate. Yung mga model, black oil model, condensate model, volatile oil. Tanda yun, yung sa reseng, yung 3, condensate, volatile, black oil, gas. Yun, tanda. Ikaw may tanda yun. Yes, Ken.
Sir, pagkakatanda ko po ay black oil, volatile, retrograde po ata yung isa.
Yeah, retrograde condensate.
Condensate po, tapos gas at dry gas po.
Paulit nung paapat. Ano yung paapat?
Wet gas po. Dry
Wet gas, dry gas. So yun, black oil, volatile oil, retrograde condensate. May retrograde condensate. Para. Tapos wet gas at dry gas. Yun yung different formation types. Formation fluid types. Then we have yung formation properties. So ano nga yung types, ano nga yung mga formation properties? Magkaiba ang property ng fluid at formation. Ang permeability, formation of fluid property. Guys. Ang permeability, formation of fluid property. Ang permeability po ay formation property kasamahan ng porosity. So yun ay nakabase dun sa ating formation. Porosity, wettability, tanda. Tapos yung mga properties naman ng ating formation fluid ay yung viscosity, compressibility. So nakadepende siya doon sa ating reservoir fluids. So in the previous slides, technique is provided for determining the shut-in pressure if the drill pipe pressure is recorded as a function of time. So dito papasok yung well test. May well test naman kayo, diga. So yung pressure is a function of time. Ano yun? Yung PRT. Yung sa constant rate, constant terminal rate, constant solution. Basta yun, constant pressure, solution rate, at constant basta yun. Yung dalawa. Siya ay yung pressure natin is nakakompute under siya ng diffusivity equation at which yung pressure na in-exert dun sa bottom hole is dependent on the radius and the time. And here we assume that after the relatively short time, yung conditions are stabilized after doing such procedures. And at this time that we record the SIDPP and SICP, magkakaroon na ng small differences between the pressure. So if this happen, yung atin daw pong kick is liquid. And kapag naman daw po malaki yung differences, ang ating pong kick ay gas. Yung sinasabi ko sa inyong computation, iba pa po siya dito. So meron pa po ibang approach in order to identify if it is gas or liquid, yung ating kick. May ibang approach. And on the next meeting, we'll discuss that. And this is true for the same kick size pit gain. Okay, next we have here, let's slide. Kasi ito ay iba na siya. Ibang concept na siya, more on Next, so the closed well yon, large ito na yung diniscuss. Ito na yung sinabi doon sa huli. Ito siya. Yan ha, pag large difference daw yung SIDP and SICP, gas yung ating kick. Kapag low difference ang SICP at SIDP, liquid naman daw po yung magkikik. Nagets po yun? Questions? Clarifications? Sa oras din tayo klase. Sa oras din natulog yung iba dyan. May question? I-call nyo na, baka tulog pa, maayun sa meet. If wala na pong question, so kailan nga po next meeting na? Sige, wait lang. Waitin ako meeting. Sino mo ang magising ikalagit na ng discussion? Nanunuro pa eh. Next meeting natin ay Tuesday pala, 7. 7 na naman. 7 a.m. Online na. Ang ating face-to-face meeting ay oras. Anong araw pala? Thursday at Thursday ulit. Sa GC nyo ng auto. May questions pa po, guys. Ako magtatanong. Walang question. Ako magtatanong. Ako mahanap ko pa. Wala na question, sure kayo. Ano daw po yung tinatawag na drilling break? Ano daw po ang tinatawag na drilling break? Ano? Kala ko lang question. Hindi, nasa manual nyo yan. Ano po bang tinawag na drilling break? And bakit po siya naka-classify as warning sign of kick? Guys, kala ko lang question. Kala ko gets nyo na. Ano ang drilling break na tinatawag? Lang si Demakulangan. No?
Sir, pagkakaintindi ko po sa drilling break ay yung pagbilis po ng ikot po ng drill po. Dahil po doon sa pressure, mababang pressure po ng well bar po.
Sa yung drilling break, it is not only limited doon sa pagbilis mismo, but yung biglaang pagbilis nung ating penetration rate or rate of penetration or the drilling rate. So siya is caused by the soft formation na na-encounter and yung mga permeable zones. Bly, may add ka pa?
Ang drilling break po may occur due to a decrease in the difference between borehole pressure and formation pressure. When a drilling break is observed, the pump should be stopped and the well watch for flow at the mud line. If the well does not flow, it probably means that the overbalance is not lost or simply that a softer formation has been encountered.
Sige ha, panindigan mo yan ha. Gusto mo pala magbasa, interested ko pala sa drill egg. Dagdagan ko na isang set. Binasa lang, literal na binasa. Yon, yung binasa na ni Bly. Next. Wag na, baka pag nagtanong na naman ako, basahin na naman. Tama na. Ako naman na mag-uorasyon sa December. Okay, may questions pa po. Wala na question? Guys, sure kayo. Makaka-perfect na sa quiz natin, sa surprise quiz sa Thursday. Tinabi. Parang kasarap na magpa-quiz muna bago mag-proceed sa chapter 4. Ginawa. Angry react. Alam nyo meaning nitong clap? Bigay ni 5. Magpapalakpakan ang 5 daliri. Ang case study nyo ay masyado kayong pressured in. Ang case study nyo ay kailan ba? Last week, 83. After ng finals pa. Hindi ko nireply. Hindi ako nag-reply pag ang mga tinatanong ay naulit ko na. Okay, ano naman, mas maganda ka, maglalagay na, may submission din na ba ako sana? Wala pang submission din, pero maglalagay na ba next week. May idea na kung saan kayo magpa-plant tour. Ayoko pala baka, may idea na kayo? Ganito or tunay ga sa New City. Mapapatricious ka talaga pag ang portal mo ay namula. Basta ano, nag-abang-abang na kayo sa announcement. Yan, nga pala, dun sa, ano yun, may sasali ka po din sa ano. Ano ang event yun? Yung sa SP. Yung madami. Yung Petrosphere. May sasali ka dito, ako magbibigay ng incentive para sa midterm. Doon sa mga sasali po doon sa ating event Petrosphere. May talent nga doon. Ano? Huwag nyo pa makikita may photo doon. May tanong pa? Wala na. Wala na guys. Okay, if wala na pong tanong, so thank you for attending our makeup class. So yan, see you next Tuesday, tapos see you on face-to-face. On our face-to-face class on Thursday. Hindi, baka ka magpa-quiz ako. Mababalitaan nyo naman sa ibang section. Mauna sila. For sure. Huwag. Mutusan mo ako. Hoy, pansin ko pala, bago tayo mag-ano. Wala akong pa-activity compared sa ibang subject. Ano? Liga. Wala, sinabi ko lang. Wala kasi. Hindi ko alam kung ba't sila nagpapa-activity. Wala naman kasi sa syllabus natin activity. Pati dagdag hirapin lang yun sa inyo at sa akin. Yung mag-check pa. Yain na kayo. Sa ano na lang. Sa finals na lang. Yung ano lang, final project. Okay, bye. Hindi namin pumunta ang Diyos.